I'm John Swanson from 300wordsaday.com. Lots of people are talking about lots of ways to approach the new year, identifying 3 words for the year, coming up with 100 goals for the year, doing all those kinds of planning things, or not even doing anything at all in terms of goal setting. For the last 3 or 4 years, I've done 3 words for each year. And it's been a helpful exercise. It's provided a little bit of focus. It's probably made me a little bit more intentional about how I've approached my year. But as I walked into 2011, I realized I can't come up with 3 words. I've had to come up with just 1 word to guide what I'm doing this year. And that 1 word is disciple. I know I'm supposed to have been about making disciples, being a disciple for a long time. But what I've realized is that I need to take that as my 1 word and spend a year trying to figure out the simplest, clearest possible ways to understand what it means to be and to make disciples. It's one of the things that Jesus said as his last instruction to his own disciples, his own followers. He said, "Go and make disciples." And there are lots of people that are talking about it. It's a cool word in the Christian world right now. But I want to understand it in like ordinary language. And I have a feeling that that's a word that then takes in everything that I do or ought to. So that's my 1 word for the year, disciple. One of the ways it's going to play out here at 300wordsaday.com is I realized that part of helping people understand what it means to follow Jesus is to make some of the things that I'm talking about a little bit more accessible. So starting today, I'm making available what I'm calling 300wordsaday.com guides. If you've been with me for very long, you know that when 300wordsaday.com started in January of 2009, I started my way through the book of Matthew, trying to explain it in ordinary language. And so what I've done is taken the first set of those posts that cover the first 4 chapters of the book of Matthew and made them available as a 300wordsaday.com guide to reading Matthew. That is the first of several guides that I'm going to make available through the book of Matthew. I think that they'll be coming fairly soon, at least most of them. And I hope that they end up being useful. I had thought about writing a book and turning it into a book, and I realized that takes too much time. That's going to be a bunch of time editing, and what I want to keep doing is I just want to keep working through understanding what it means to be and to make disciples. So those guides will be available at a page on the website called 300 Words a Day Guides. So take a look at those. I hope that those end up being useful to you. I will be taking some of the writing that I've done about prayer, about finding church, about those kinds of things, and putting them into that format and making those available. I hope that that's one playing out of what it means to use that word disciple this year. And as we go through the year, we'll be doing some more. So it was easier to say this than to write a post, though it will probably turn into a post. So that's my 1 word for the year 2011. I'm John Swanson, 300wordsaday.com.